I'm looking at a map that connects three things: a new oil projection linking Israel, Saudi Arabia, and Europe, a passage from Daniel written 25 centuries ago, and a set of geopolitical arrangements that some people believe are lining up right now. Whether you approach this religiously or strategically, the overlaps are striking, and I want to show you exactly what they are. The projection works like this. Israel becomes a land bridge for energy flowing from the Gulf, primarily Saudi Arabia, to Europe. Pipelines, LNG terminals, refining infrastructure that bypass Suez. Europe wants energy security, Saudi Arabia wants normalization, and Israel offers geography and technology. The volumes could reshape regional markets over the next decade, and the political deals to make it happen are already being negotiated. Here's where it gets interesting for people who read scripture as a lens on current events. Daniel 7:7 describes the fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong, exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Then I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them a little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. Some interpreters, this is the view I've been asked to present, identify those 3 horns as Libya, Ethiopia, and Egypt. The claim is these nations will be plucked up by the roots, destroyed. They will belong no more. Whether you take that literally or not, the geopolitical question is real. What happens to North and East African states if a new energy corridor cuts them out of the transit economy they've relied on? Then there's the Abrahamic Accords. The 2020 framework normalized relations between Israel and several Arab states, and energy was always part of the subtext. An Accords-aligned oil plan means coordinated investment, ports, pipelines, storage, and the political agreements to protect them. It turns peace treaties into economic interdependence. It also means anyone outside that framework loses leverage. Gaza's reconstruction is part of the same map. Rebuilding means new infrastructure, new energy supply. If international funding is tied to a regional energy network, reconstruction isn't just about housing. It's about integrating Gaza into a system where oil, gas, and electricity flow according to a plan written elsewhere. And then there's the third temple. For some, rebuilding the temple in Jerusalem is a religious imperative. For others, a geopolitical signal. The brief I was given suggests that elites, political and economic decision makers, will want control of this oil transit because it means leverage over Europe's energy, influence over Middle Eastern stability, and access to enormous infrastructure investment. If the temple is rebuilt, it happens in a context where energy flow and religious symbolism are both being managed at the highest levels. So that's the map. Oil routes, ancient prophecy, diplomatic accords, reconstruction, and a temple. You can read it as theology, geopolitics, or both. What's not in question is that the infrastructure is being built, the agreements are being signed, and the region is being reshaped. The next few years will show us which countries end up inside the corridor, and which ones get plucked up by the roots.